Okay, what we're going to do today is got some new slip-on mufflers for my bike. We're going to swap those out, see how they sound. We're going to do a sound comparison at the end of this. So I'm going to start the bike up, let it warm up for a minute. Then you're going to be able to hear it at idle. And I'll rev it up. Then I'll take it up to about 3,000 RPM and hold it right there. That way we can get a good sound check on everything, see how it compares to the new mufflers that I got. They're the S&S slash cut 4-inch. So I'm going to try them out, see how they sound. Hopefully they sound as good as they do on the video. So we'll give them a shot. Okay, here's the new S&S 4-inch slash cut down chrome mufflers. It's going on this bike. I open this box up, check them out, see how they do, see what they look like in a real person here. You should always do this before you actually take the bike apart. Make sure you got the right parts, make sure you got everything you need. Save you a little time, maybe some hassle in the long run. Alright, first of all, it's pretty good. They send you new muffler clamps, new bolts for your hangers with the mufflers. So that's a bonus. I wasn't expecting to get those. We'll just slide them out here. Got some instructions for them. Got you an S&S sticker. Where you gonna put that at? It ain't going on the bike, I can tell you that. Good. Looks like what it's supposed to. We'll get the package opened up here. Get them out. Make sure there's no dings or nothing on them. Make sure the chrome's all good. Looks like they're wrapped up good. So, even tell you on there, it's a left muffler. So this one goes on the left side of your bike. For all you that don't know, the left and right is however you're sitting on the bike facing forward. That's the left and the right. So it's always going to be from how you're sitting on the bike that determines your left and right. Yeah, it looks good, so shouldn't have any problems. Sometimes those will get banged up in shipping. Alright, that's it. Looks pretty good. Don't see any flaws in the chrome. It all looks good. Looks like a well-made piece. We're going to find out. Okay, here's the right side muffler. Got it out of the box. Going to take it out and package it. See what it looks like. Make sure it's not dinged up or banged up in any way. Again, the end of it's tore through the cloth. So you just want to look at it, make sure it's still round. If it's banged up, it all dented in, and it's not round, that's going to be a real pain to get back on. This one looks okay. Again, it even says on the packaging, right side. So Get this opened up. See what it looks like. Good. It's looking good. Chrome all looks good. Looks well built. So we're going to give them a shot. See what they do. Okay, as far as swapping out these slip-on mufflers on this bike, it's pretty simple. All you need is a 1/2 inch 9/16 socket, 3/8 drive ratchet. You got 2 bolts at the back here that hold it. You got 1 muffler clamp on the front of it. It's pretty easy to do. Anybody with any mechanical skills at all should be able to accomplish this with no problem. Okay, as you can see, I've removed the saddlebags off the bike. So first step in this process is going to be to loosen up the muffler clamp first. That is located right here. Got the bottom of the ratchet on there. It's a 9/16 nut. It's on the bottom side of it. You're just going to loosen that up real good. Then you'll take the 2 bolts out of the back that hang the muffler in place. Okay, after you get the clamp loose at the front of the muffler, you're going to come in here with a 1/2 inch ratchet. There's 2 bolts right here that go down. Hold this hanger up, hold the back of the muffler up into place. Take those 2 bolts out. That's the next step in the process. Okay, that's all there is to that. You just switch it out with your 1/2 inch socket. You want to move back here. You got these 2 bolts right here on the hanger for the muffler. You'll take those out, and you just got to wiggle the whole thing, get it loosened up off the pipe, and it'll slide right out the back. Hold it up, take that bolt out, and like I said, you just want to grab it. Depends on how long it's been since you've had these off. You're just going to work it around, go backwards on it a little bit, and it'll start working its way back off there. There you go. That's all there is to getting the old one off. Okay, and we'll show you the difference here. This is the old Harley muffler clamp. This is the new S&S, came with the mufflers. It's a lot wider band. It's a little bit thicker material wise. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's basically the same design, but it just seems like it's built more heavy duty. So we'll give it a shot, see what happens with it. Should last longer. Hopefully these will last forever. Okay, we're back here. I want to take the cover back off of this. Doing this right side one first. Get this back off. You want to try to not touch this as much as possible when you're putting it on. You leave oil off your hands. stuff on the chrome. When you start it, if it gets hot, that oil will mess up the chrome a little bit if you don't get it wiped down good enough before you start it. So just try not to handle it too much. So got that all off. Clamps are right here. Okay, it's going on like this. You want the nut side down. I got the new clamp on. So just slips right up into place. Okay, it's pretty simple. That's why it's called slip-on mufflers. Got the 2 new bolts that they sent with it. Just lift that up, get those started into the hanger. Okay. I'm going to leave this loose for now, because you want to end up, after you get the other side on, you want to make sure you get them lined up across the back. These things will slide back and forth there a few inches, so got to make sure you just leave that loose for now till you get the other side on. That way you can line everything up. Tighten it all down at once, just a better job. Looks cleaner, looks nicer, looks more professional. So okay, I got the other side on now, like I was talking about before. It's the same. It's no different than the 2 sides, just got 2 bolts in the hanger. Okay, this is the reason why I told you leave it loose. Get you a straight edge. Okay, you can put it on the back to line these all up. Alright, see how this is off. Okay, I don't know if you can see that or not in the video, but we're going to get that. So leave that loose. This one is up as far as it could possibly go. So this one is up, so we're going to bring it back. This way you can line this all up. Just a little thing, gives you a little bit more professional look. You know, for you guys that like to do stuff yourself. That's all. Now it's all set. Just take a straight edge, line up the back of them like that. Everything's ready now. Tighten up your clamps. Tighten up your hangers. You're ready to start it up. See what it sounds like. Okay, that's all done. Only thing left to do is recheck my alignment, make sure that's good. Put the bags back on it. I've got a tuner on here, so I have to call the company, makes a tuner. It's a fuel pack. See if I need to adjust that any for the computer. So if I don't have to adjust that, it's all good, ready to ride. Okay, we got the mufflers all tightened up, rechecked the alignment, everything's good. Like I told you earlier, make sure you don't try to touch these at all. One last good step, just go ahead and take a good clean cloth, wipe them all down real good, just to make sure that there's nothing on them before you start them and heat them up. Because if you leave any oil on there from your hands, you start them up, they get hot, that'll burn into that chrome, you'll never get it off of there. That'll keep it looking good. So one thing left to do now, put the saddlebags on it, start it up, see what it sounds like. Also, I took the DB reducers out of the back. There's just 3 little Allen screws you take out. The whole reducer slides out the back. Nothing to it at all. I honestly don't care to have it on there. So, whole reason why you put slip-ons on is to just get louder pipes. So, we'll see how it does.